tea lovers, this is Laura with Sonoran Blossom, and today we are doing a matcha instructional video. And why matcha today? Well, it's kind of a gloomy day outside and I'm having a really hard time getting my energy levels up, so I'm going to drink some matcha so that I can get all my work done today. So if you know much about matcha, matcha is a powdered green tea, and what they do is they take the entire green tea plant, and about 3 to 4 weeks before they need to harvest, they'll put a shade over the plant so that it has a chance to really develop its chlorophyll, which gives it a nice rich green color, and it really deepens the flavor. And so then after they're done harvesting, they'll pick the first, second, and third leaves of the plant, and they will grind that down into a nice fine powder. And so as you can see, this powder looks almost like a powdered sugar. And so with that, it means it can actually clump up pretty well. So when you're making a cup of matcha, you want to make sure to have a strainer, your measuring spoon, a whisk, and a bowl. Now, traditionally you would be using bamboo because it helps decrease clumps. But a lot of people don't have a traditional matcha set, and so I'm showing you what you can use at home to make your perfect cup of matcha. So I'm actually going to heat my water using this electric tea kettle today, and you just fill your water, turn it on, and let it come to just under a boil. With green tea, you don't want it to come to a full boil, because it can actually burn the tea leaves and then you'll have a bitter tasting tea. So with matcha powder, you want it to be about 170 degrees. So I've turned mine on and it's heating there, and we'll just wait for it to heat a little bit more until we're ready to use it. So in the meantime, I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of matcha powder and I'm going to put it into my strainer. And then I'm just going to shake it through to really break up those clumps. Now, I will have some clumps left in here, and so I'll show you a little trick you can use. What you usually use with a matcha spoon, you can use with your teaspoon or with a regular spoon, and you just push your matcha through so that you can really get all of your matcha, and you are effectively breaking up the clumps in here. So once I have all my matcha nice and clump free, now I'm going to pour about 1/8 cup of water. You can use a little bit less, you can use a little bit more, but really my goal for this is to make a matcha paste. And so as I'm pouring, I'm going to start whisking because I want it to be this nice paste. And the reason why I want it to be a paste is I can control the clumps in a paste. And so I'm just going to stir and whisk and get all this matcha in here. And now I used a little bit more water than I normally would, which is fine, but as you can see, I've got this nice foam starting to form. And so that's when I know that I've gotten most of my matcha. And so after I feel like it's pretty well mixed, I'm actually going to dump it into a mason jar. So that's my cup of matcha right there. Now I'm going to add my almond milk. And I like to use this organic Kirkland's almond milk. You get it at Costco. It's my favorite, but you can use any milk that you choose. Almond milk is really nice because it's already sweetened with vanilla, so I really won't have to add any sugar or any sweetener to my matcha. And then I'm just going to pour this in my mason jar here. And then I'm just going to give it a nice vigorous shake, just to make sure it's nice and mixed, no clumps, no nothing. And as you can see in here, there's some foamy bubbles starting to form, and so that means it's about ready. Then I'm gonna pour into my cup of ice. And there you have it, a matcha latte. Exactly what I needed today. Now this one is a little bit earthy because I did not add any sweetener to it, but if you like it to be a little more sweet, feel free to add a little bit of agave or honey to it, mix it up in there, and it'll be nice and perfectly sweet for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video today. If you've tried out this recipe, please comment below, like and subscribe for more videos and more recipe demonstrations. I hope you're enjoying your social distancing time and hope you find something fun to do and something relaxing. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.